So here's a whole stack of supplies, LED light strips, wiring, all the accoutrements to it. I did get amber bulbs. Yes, they say amber. Both boxes, so I can fix that deal I was working on the last video. I'm about to go do something as far as marking lights go, and a DIY cheap version of rock lights. I'm not going to show how I do it because this is just, these things stick on and then it's wiring. And the wiring for this is going to be fairly simple because most of it I've already done for the marker lights. Obviously I've got some red, some amber, but that's all been done, so there's nothing really to show about it. I just got to tie it into the marking system as I've already done it. And those ones, again, being that they're LEDs, take such a low draw, I'm just going to switch them in through a switch on the dash with a fuse in line under the hood somewhere, one of the batteries. Not much to say about that. I normally would do accessories with a relay, but since they're LEDs and take such a low draw, I'm just doing straight switch. And yeah, I'm going to run this wire. Obviously white I'm going to use for the rock lights, amber for the marking lights, and brown for my ground. Actually does look like copper. I don't know if it's copper clad aluminum though, but it looks like copper. Curious, we'll see once I get into it. But yeah, I'll show you the results once I'm done with it. So yeah, hang tight. A second for you, a couple hours for me. Alright, so this much you've seen. What I just accomplished right now is that. Stupid automatic sensor. But yeah, lights along the sides. Small red one on the back. But there we go. Now I got some marker lights on the truck. You know, when I painted it gray, I painted it Rust-Oleum gray, not stealth gray. But every time I'm down there in Utah County at night, some frickin' minivan tries to merge through me. So this ought to solve that issue for me. It's kind of funny. It definitely sets off. I mean, I measured and centered that exactly. But it sets off how much bigger the front door is from the back door. If you're going basically from, well, there's a body seam right there is what I went through to a body seam right there. But yeah. Now the lighting profile of this truck's much better. A little bit better visibility. I was worried they'd be a little bit too bright. I think they'll be perfect. Now, if you don't want to do the split ups like this, and you got a smaller truck than this, you can go to Recon and they do a full strip of it. They got them at 48 and 62 inches, but that's like 80 something inches there. So I wasn't going to do a 62 one in the center. I wanted it more like this. But yeah, these lights may or may not be the final solution. We'll see, because they're stuck with double-sided tape. But if double-sided tape will hold these on and hold those letters on, even in car washes, should hold for these too. The light strips themselves I'm not really worried about, because they actually are fully encased in that polymer type shell they give them. So it should be good. Let me reach in here. New switch on the dash, and boom, there we go. Using white versions of those strips, there's my DIY rock lights. Don't know that I'm giving too much on the floor out here. I can't tell with this stupid light on. But my real point there, I guess it gives some light out there. My real point with those lights is not so much for rock lights like everybody else would want, but I'm looking at it roadside maintenance wise. It would be really nice to have those lights under there if you're changing a tire on the side of the road. So it's more for that, and you can get in there and look and see if you got issues in there at night. So for PMCSing at night, well, PMCS, Preventative Maintenance and Check Systems, that's Army talk. But yeah. Yep, red glow down there. The funny thing about this whole project is I was figuring a couple hours to get it done. It's like midnight right now, and I began this at 2. So a new switch on there, and that one's straight up to the battery. And these ones on the side are hooked into the marker circuit. So when any of the other marker lights go on, those go on as well. But do you believe I got everything done now? Took a good, shoot, if it's midnight and I started sometime around 3, yeah, do the math. That's a good 11 hours it took me to do this stuff. And it was just running all the freaking cable everywhere, the wire everywhere. And that's a good, probably 30 feet each side, and then what's under the hood, and then popping through underneath, rubber grommet, and then the switch wiring. Yeah, probably a good 50 feet of, yeah, call it 60 feet, 50 feet, somewhere around there. So I used half of those freaking spools. That's hilarious. But there it is. And yeah, I'm not really showing you too much how to do this. I'm kind of taking the supposition that you already know how to wire stuff if you're looking at this. I'm just showing you what these look like if you're using these Alpina strips that you can get. I got these from Amazon. You can get them from Walmart. AutoZone carries them. Amazon I like because I can get the full foot strips here, and then the little 6-inch or less strip here is what that one was, which is kind of perfect for what I want. So now I've got, I've got the marking I want on it. But yeah, so you're going to need a ton of wire for this. So you figure about 60 feet of wiring each color, and I used brown for ground, yellow is for the markers, and whites for the wheel well lights, the rock lights if you want to call them that. A little bit of red up in the cab for switch for that one that goes to the rock lights that just goes to a fuse to the accessory. There's a battery power accessory thing under these trucks. And then these ones again are on a circuit I already had when I did the mirrors, so I've got those up. But yeah, hope that gives you some ideas. If you got a bigger truck like this and you don't want to do one of those recon strips that's short, this is the way to go about it. And then rock lights, if you want to use the same white Alpina strips, it does give you some light under the truck. But yeah, so this is a little less of a how-to and a little more of this is what it looks like when you're done. And I suppose I can show you. I don't know how much, so you can see that's up in there with that foot-long strip. And then I've got the cabling all hidden behind this. And then hidden, some hiding it behind body lines, definitely putting some loom on it. Same thing there, it goes back in through here, hides behind this, dives behind this, trying to keep it out of the wheels and the mess of the road. I could have done a better job with that and might go back after that one later. I did a better job on the other side. Just trying to keep all that nice and tight, zip tied up. So yeah, get yourself a bunk of zip ties for this thing too. And then up here, same story. There's the strip. Can you even see? I've got a rubber grommet right here, so I've got the wires. That's the only thing about these, such thin wires, but they're going up here. This one I had to come forward because there's a lot of crap sitting right around there, so I had to come to an open spot. On the other side, I was able to put it like basically right there. But that's that. That's how they are. If you watched this far, appreciate your time. Hope this did you some good. Maybe gave you an idea of what you can do with your truck. Me, I'm liking it now. I've got the lighting and marking I want. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.